Hello, praise the Lord, everybody. I wanted to just hop on for just a few minutes. I was sitting here thinking about some things, and I wanted to share with you the title of these few minutes that I'm on with you is What Have You Left Unattended? I see that we are, let me check something, bear with me, I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. What have you left unattended? Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, quick technical difficulty that is easily remedied. Check something. All right, I'm back. God bless you. Happy soon to be 4th of July. I just want to hop on for a few minutes to share something with you that I was thinking about as I was just sitting here. And the title I put on my Facebook Live that I was going to talk about what have you left unattended. Today, happy July 1st. The first half of the year is officially over and done. Before I get into this message, which I promise you will be really quick, I want to say thank you to those of you who had attended on Thursday, The Power of an Obedient Woman. I really believe that it blessed a lot of people. Those of you who are frequenters of my Garden Girls, guest speakers, thank you so much for coming. I don't take it for granted. I really appreciate any time you take time out of your schedule to check out my guest speakers. I really believe that Janae Carly Brown is a powerful woman of God. All of the women that have talked, that you've heard up until this point, are very powerful. And then they've had their individual journeys with God, their walks with God, their experiences with God that I believe as they share with us, as I have more guest speakers as we continue on in this year, that are going to bless your life. As a matter of fact, the next speaker is my sister Janine, who is going to be talking about the power of a woman entrepreneur. But back to why I'm on. So the message is, what have you left unattended? So as I stated a few minutes ago, that we are officially done with the first half of the year. And many of us, if truth be told, may not necessarily be seeing what the Lord said that we would see. We may not necessarily be in the zone, if you will, of where we thought we would be. Many of us made resolutions at the top of the year that we still have not yet either began or have finished. But I want to encourage you that even though we are at the halfway mark of the year, there's still time, but you have to assess what you have left unattended. Because if there's been no movement, there's been no momentum, there is something that you need to attend to and you have not. To attend to something basically means to be present. To attend to something means to deal with it. One of the things that the late, great Dr. Miles Monroe always talked about, when you're going to fulfill your assignment, one of the key principles is management. Be it management of your time, management of your relationship, management of your body, management of your marriage, management of your finances. All of these things are very important when it comes to just your overall daily living, in addition to you fulfilling your kingdom assignment. And so what I feel that you and I should do in this time, I know right now the focus is the 4th of July and fireworks. And like I said in my description, I know that you're chilling and grilling. You know, everybody got their grills fired up. But the reality of it is whatever you are doing today in preparation for the holiday, whether you have guests over your house, whether you are truly on a grill right now, some of you may be, but at some point that grill is going to have to be turned off and your company is going to go home, and the things and the problems and the issues and the situations that you have left unattended will be waiting for you, just like this, waiting. for you to come out of vacation mode, to deal with it. Because a lot of times a lot of times we don't like dealing with stuff because it makes us uncomfortable. But at the same time, we have to deal with it. Because what you mismanage and what you mishandle will handle you, and you won't like it. And so I can't help but think about a couple of things that these two examples are very simple, but they're true. It's the same concept of a car. You start to hear a noise and you're like, that sounds strange. This doesn't sound familiar. This is something that I'm not used to hearing. And you ignore it because, after all, the car is still moving, it's driving, it's still able to be driven. I can still get to point A to point B, and that's all I'm concerned about. And as time goes on, the sound that you hear gets louder and louder. And you're like, well, maybe let me just turn the radio up here. Let me turn the radio up and act like I don't hear it. And then at some point, your engine light comes on, but the car still starts. And you're just like, okay, so all right, so now the engine light is on. I need to take care of it, but I got to get this stuff done first. And then I'm going to make the appointment, go to the body shop or to my mechanic and let them look at the situation. And as you start to drive, your car shuts down dead. It stops, comes to a complete halt, a complete stop. Now you have all of the inconvenience. Number one, the key thing is that you don't reach your destination. I want you to hold on to that. You don't reach your destination. And now you have no choice but to deal with the situation right now. And so now you call, you get your car towed, you get it to the body shop, and they're like, your engine seized on you. You were out of oil. You needed an oil change. Now, something that could have been a $30, $50 problem is now going to cost you thousands of dollars. And to be honest with you, when your engine goes, you really need to get a new car. What is my point? Deal with it as soon as you need to deal with it. As soon as it comes up, you do an assessment of what's going on and deal with it. Why wait to deal with things and leave things unattended when you can deal with them at the onset before they grow and develop or fester into something that's even bigger now? Now you've got a bigger headache. Now there's a bigger expense. It's the same concept as our journey of faith, our walk with God, as we are trying to fulfill our purpose and destiny, as we are trying to just stay sane in the midst of economic turmoil and times of trouble. What you leave unattended is going to be an issue for you. What you leave unattended could be the cause of your stagnation and why you have not seen the fruits of your labor, or maybe seen things on the level that you desire to, because there's something that you need to do that you haven't done. For some of us, it's your body. Some of us are dealing with issues that we wouldn't have had to deal with had we heeded the warning that came to our doctor 2-3 years ago. You're looking at somebody like, your doctor be telling you, listen, you need to lose weight. You're considered obese. You got to get this done because it causes diabetes, hypertension. All of these added things come. And you're like, I'll get to it. And you don't get to it. You leave it unattended. You don't deal with it. Some of you, your relationship with God has been unattended for years. He has seen you in the secret place, or there's no consistency there. You have to look and assess where you are now, especially now. We're in the very beginnings of the third quarter of this year. And as fast as the first half has flown by, so will the second. But this time, if you make the commitment to assess and deal with the things that you've left unattended, you will finish out the way you want to finish out. You'll land where you desire to land, because now you're taking care of the things that you need to take care of, as opposed to them taking care of you. I want to encourage you in this time, and that's why I told you I'd be short and sweet, that I would be on here. I want to encourage you to take the time to attend to what you need to attend to. I think about And one of the definitions is to be present. And I want to give this to you before I go, because I told you it would be short and sweet, because I want to enjoy my holiday weekend too. And I'm not trying to damper your time, but I am trying to get you to understand the significance of the time that we're in, and how you need to be in position and in alignment with what the Lord desires for you to do, desires you to be, whether it's a physical place, emotional place, a spiritual place. You've got to get there, but there's going to be some things you have to deal with. Remember when we were in, I want to say, I think they might have stopped doing this in maybe after middle school, but we'll say middle school and younger, how when you used to get into what they call homeroom, they would take attendance. Your teacher would take attendance to make sure that you were present, right? And they'd be like, for example, my name is Alzada, and I'd be like, here. So let me ask you a question. If you were to take attendance of the things in your life, and you're the teacher, and mind you, the classroom is your life, right? If you called peace, would it say here, or would you hear nothing? Joy, would it say here, or would you hear nothing? Financial freedom, would you hear here, or would you hear nothing? A solid marriage, would you hear here, or would you hear nothing? When you take attendance over your life, and there's things that you desire to hear, and you don't hear or feel or see that they're present, there is something that you have left unattended. There's something. It could be your focus, fasting and praying. It could be having the hard conversation, because sometimes avoidance is so much easier than confronting. You have to deal with whatever it is that you have left unattended. Because may I present to you, to go back to the car analogy, the key thing that I said, because when the engine light came on, when that happens and the engine seizes, you're not able to meet and get to your destination. It's an unnecessary delay. Hear that in the spirit. It is an unnecessary delay. So deal with whatever it is that you need to deal with in this season. No longer leave things unattended. Enjoy your little weekend, your 4th of July, get your rest on. But hear me. Your problems and the stuff that you need to do that you have not done will still be there. When you shut them grills off, after the fireworks, family and friends done left, or you're leaving the island to come back to that house, to come back to that job, to come back to that marriage, to come back to them children, to come back to those accounts, whatever you have left unattended is going to be an issue for you, and you will not be able to reach your destination in God or fulfill your purpose and destiny, leaving things that are open, that need to be closed, or at the very least be dealt with. So my admonishment, my encouragement to you today and always for the rest of your life is to make the adjustments as soon as you need to make them. Don't wait for the domino effect of consequences that you will hate to occur before you deal with what you need to deal with. Invest in yourself. Invest in the God that you say you love and serve. Obey him. And listen to your body. Listen to your mind to the extent of, now, I'm not saying listen to your mind when it comes to negative thoughts. We need to deal with those. But when you know there's something that you need to do that you've been putting it off, make the commitment to yourself to get the work done, to do the work, to make the call. Some of you, what you left unattended was an apology that you need to make to somebody else. Something that you left unattended was forgiving someone. Some of you left unattended the situation that you have with your spouse, and you need to work on it. And you'll get to it. I don't feel like talking right now, but the problem is still going to be there. I beg you, I ask you, I encourage you to do whatever it is that you need to do to take care of the things that you need to take care of. It is important not only just for you and for your peace of mind, but it's also important to the people that are connected to you. And it's even more important to God, because he said, beloved, I wish above all things that you prosper and be in health as your soul prospers. But you will not be able to fulfill that wish that the Lord has for your life if you leave things unattended. So I'll close this out like I started at the top by asking you the question, what have you left unattended? I pray that you do what you need to do so that God can do what he wants to do for you, for the people you love, and for the people that you're called to. God bless you. I love you. Thanks again for watching. The Garden Girls, thank you for watching me now. I know that you guys are out and about. I love the fact that there's a feature called a replay. And I believe that this is going to be a blessing for everyone that watches, because I guarantee you, as great as you think you are and as established as you think you are, there is something that you need to do. And I pray that you do it so that you can fulfill your purpose and destiny in God, and so that he can get the glory. Hallelujah. I love you. Happy 4th of July. God bless you. Excuse me. I need to attend to a glass of water. How about that? But I love you. God bless you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.